Hello again. This is Imperprex with my 3D printed drums that I'm still working on. I decided to make a video, kind of going over some of the processes I've done, like the putting the mesh on the heads and, showing more about it. And I was also going to plug it in and just, give it a test drive for you guys, but don't get your hopes up too much with that, because like I said in my Reddit post, my Arduino programming skills are shit. And as far as this video is concerned, I am experiencing a pain flare-up as we speak, but I really want to do this video. I've been wanting to, but this fucking pain is insane, and that's another story for another time. 4 slip discs and something else with my stomach that I haven't gotten diagnosed yet. I'm doing it with no painkillers as well. Raw dogging it, so this sucks. But again, for another story, I still wanted to disclaim that because, it's just hard to friggin' move around, and I look like complete shit these days. Just want to get that out there. Anyway, so let's just get to it. I'm gonna do the best I can with this. Real quick before I do get into it, the stand that I got going on here is still a little rickety. I haven't really drilled too much into the aluminum I got going on here. Again, because of the pain, I don't have the friggin' strength anymore to really push on that drill. So I just kind of rigged it in such a way where like these types of screws over here on my little adapters are just like, I drilled a hole into the plastic of the 3D printed part, and I'm just letting the screw basically just push, onto the, the aluminum tubes just to hold it. But I guarantee when I start playing this or trying to play this in a few minutes, it's gonna flop or drop or tilt, whatever, but that's fine. Like I said, this is all a work in progress, but let's get right to it, or let's get to it now. So the first thing I want to go through or get to is how I've been doing the, let me get my e-cigarette real quick. How I've been doing the mesh. So here is a mesh head that I've done myself. Now, the idea that I came up with is this. What I'm doing is I'm printing a ring, about yay big, which would fit right over, the drum. In this case, if you saw the last video, you saw that a tom was being printed, a multicolored yellow and black tom. Here it is. Ooh. Here it is. I made this one a little more shallow, meaning not as high or deep, because I was running out of filament. And again, that's why it's two-toned. So anyway, it's just a tom. It doesn't have to be too deep. It just needs a piezo sensor in the middle. So, but this is how I did the mesh thing. I would print a ring that fits right over it, like that, right? Now, the secret to this, and you can see, this is TPU, by the way. This is just a test. Do not print in TPU. Don't print the ring in TPU. Print it in PLA or PETG or carbon fiber if you can. That'd be the best in that case, if you're gonna go the 3D printer route. I'm just using this as an example. You can still see some of the mesh that I tried to print directly on it, which didn't work out. But I'm just using this as a test right now to show what it would look like, what one of my little heads would look like, without the mesh on there. So, you'll print a ring in PLA or carbon fiber or PETG, that would fit over like that. And then what I did was this. I got some pet screen on Amazon, which is this stuff right here. I think it was like 15 bucks for a lot. And I mean a lot. You get a shit ton of this stuff. And it's very strong. So I'll put a link up for this, in the video. But yeah, you're gonna use pet screen if you want. And I'm going 2 layers, 2 ply. Everything I've been reading online says to go 3, but Imperprex, I'm a hard-headed dude, so I don't know, I just wanted to do 2, maybe because I was just, thinking it was only gonna be a test and wouldn't succeed, but it exceeded my expectations. So this is how I do it. I would take the ring, right? You know what? Let me Let me cut some. Yeah, let me cut some right now. Real quick. Hopefully this doesn't shut my phone off by putting it on here. All right, cool. We're still recording, right? Let me just double check. All right, hopefully that view is good enough. Oopsie daisies. Again, pardon my appearance these days. I look and feel like absolute shitballs. I haven't shaved in a while. All that good stuff. But whatever. Oh, I already have some. Is it big enough? Yeah, I guess this could work for now. All right. Let me just double check if we could see me over here. I was sitting in the chair over here. Can you? Can you? You move it this way. All right. All right. Hopefully it's high now. Who cares? So, grab the scissors. Put this here for a second. Grab this. All right. Cool. So we got the ring, right? We would take 2 ply or 2 of them. I'm just gonna go 1 for now. It's a little short. That's better. All right, cool. So, oh man, this freaking hurts. Oh god, damn, this hurts. All right, cool. Cut. This is my right side that hurts, so don't mind me. Okay, cool. So you take, like I said, a PLA ring or carbon fiber or a PET-G ring printed that will fit right over the shell, right? I believe this is PLA or carbon fiber. And then just, you know, go like this and take the staple gun. I can't do it on this again because it's on my knee and this is, you know, TPU, but still, you know, just basically like this and just staple, and, you know, staple like that, and then put another layer on, offset at about 45 degrees, and then do it again. When you're done with that, you're gonna have this, which is, on this one I have 2 layers, again, like I said, stapled to the bottom. First layer, I stapled, like I guess, you know, lug nuts on a tire. You know, I staple first on over here, let's say, and then over here, and over here, and then over here. Did it 8 times. Boom, 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 boom. Put the other layer on 45 degrees, twist it a little bit, and then did it again 8 times in the spots where there weren't staples. It comes off a little, you know, pushy. You could push through it a little bit, but that's fine. It's fine. Now, what you would do is take your drum head that you printed, and it's easy as pie. It's obvious from here. You know, you're just gonna slide it right on over. Slide it right over. I know it looks a little sloppy, but and I'm sure I'll figure something out to cover that up. Maybe print like a TPU like ring to cover that up. But so yeah, we got this on here. Like this, right? Staples popping up over the place. We'll figure that out soon. But and you have the top. All right, the top drum ring. So you're just gonna take this and just put it over here and just screw it down. Squash it down. According to my last Reddit post, or as I said in it, I went 20% on the gyroid infill. I wasn't able to finish. I was running out of filament again, so. That's why it looks like that. I kind of like how it looks, but that's going to be facing down anyway. So, you know, just go over this and then get squeezed down. Let me see where I put my screws for this. I think they're in here. Might not go through all this right now. Oh, here are the piezos. Yeah, here's the screws. All right, cool. So these were smaller screws. I really want to use the what is it, M3s. But this is all I have for now, so, you know, just, I'm just gonna do like one, maybe two over here. Just take this, plop it down there, get it down through there, and then just, you know, just tighten it up. And once you do that on all sides, oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days. Oh God, bending down, scratch. I have a crazy neighbor upstairs. Don't mind him. Alright, so got one on. Fuck it, let's just go all the way, shall we? Got one on. Let's go for two. I'm using a nut in the top just to make it so it doesn't fall through, because like I said, these screws are smaller than what I normally use. So there's number two. I'm either going to use the washer, screw it. No pun intended. My hands do not work as good as they used to. So we got number two. As you can see, it's starting to take shape over here. It's even starting to be stiff. That's great. Well, maybe I'll go two more and that's it, because like I said, this pain is really something over here, and it's been 14 months of this. 4 slip discs from my last job, which fired me because of it, and I've been in extreme pain since then. Pain is always at a 2. It never goes below 2 out of 10. And when I get flare-ups, they get up to about an 8 or a 9, to the point where I start fading in and out of consciousness. It's a real shit fest. I don't wish this upon anybody. So, don't mind me. Just no painkillers, so I am raw dogging the shit out of this pain. Can only take so much ibuprofen or acetaminophen until your stomach blows up. Anyway, so we got 4 on for now. There you go. And I haven't even really used, or haven't used a pair of pliers to tighten this yet. But meanwhile, it's already taken form, as you can see. Well, let me see if it's so quickly. Cool. See me indeed. Probably can't even see my damn head. Here, I'll move this up. For now. Twist it here. Alright, I guess that's fine for now, right? Alright. So, here we go. I'm gonna tighten it a little bit anyway. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'll just take the screwdriver at this point. So yeah, bam, bam, bam. And like I said, it fucking works, dude. It fucking works good. Way better than I expected it to. Be sure you do it, you know, with enough infill though. You know, don't be a dummy like me. I think this one's actually 15%, I'm sorry. Or maybe even 10% on the gyroid. You should definitely go as high as you can, maybe even 100% solid if you can. But if you're not going to go solid, then definitely, you know, use like a gyroid infill, and you know, just make sure they're going to be strong enough. But I guess, you know, this is all a big test anyway, so we'll find out how well these go. And see, since I made this so thin, I scaled it down a lot. It's starting to bend. And that's why this one's not hooked up yet. But these guys are a lot better. These guys are as thick as they should be. They look great, and they don't bend. In fact, this is actually bending more so because I don't have all the screws in, so screw it. Again, let's just get them in here. Oh boy. One more. Oh, that bending over hurts. I'll wash this. Okay. Alright. There's all 8. Is enough. And now we're talking. See, works, totally works. It's not bending like all crazy now, though it's not ideal. Yeah, I'm just being quick right now, just for the sake of the video. See? Just want to go a little more. Go like a tire, go opposite ends. And do it as much until it feels good enough to your preferences. I'm going to keep it like this. Yeah, see, it is bending. That's fine. Like I said, this one is different. This one was printed with 10%, very thin, and you know, it was like a last-ditch effort to try to use my last filament. I wish I could take these off and show you. Maybe I will, because these are done a lot better. I might. But anyway, so yeah, there it is. And my 3D printed drumsticks. It's terrible, but anyway, so yeah, that's how I do it. And you put the piezo over there. We'll get more to that in a minute. But here's the drums. Let me just say something real quick. Everything's in view over here decently. There, a little bit down over there. Get the crash over there. I guess that's fine. Maybe a little more down. All right. Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right, let's get to it. So, I have my snare over here, obviously. This is my high tom. This is 8-inch snare, by the way. I wanted to go bigger, but my printer wouldn't let me, and I didn't want to do it in pieces yet. More on that later. You could download these in pieces or as one shell. I'll get to that. But here's my snare, 8-inch, 6-inch tom. That is another tom, obviously. That's going to be probably about my low tom over here. That's 8 inches as well. Now the cymbals, like I said, I designed myself using Tinkercad. Hey, Tinkercad is pretty fucking good for what it is. You could do a lot with Tinkercad. What you could do much more with shit like, Blender, Maya, all that other good shit. But Tinkercad is what I've been using, so I designed the hi-hat over here myself, and as said in the last video, it's 20% Archimedes infill, which is only available in the Prusa slicer. You might be able to get away with using the circular infill in Cura, but here it is, and I didn't actually glue this one on yet. I just taped it on haphazardly, but that's that little hat I was telling you about that I printed. It holds the piezo. In fact, here it is. See daisy, and you have the the little foams in there. We'll get to that too. This is just temporary, so that should be a silicone on, by the way. As far as mounting, it just happened to work with these steel rods that I made. So be it. I really like these little these guys that I did, the little adapters. These are all my design. That's I just like how they came out. But yeah, so here's my hi-hat. This is gonna be crash 1. Check out the design on this bad boy. Get like a tire thing going on over here. Pretty damn cool. No pickup on here yet. I didn't get there. I said the tom. Here is my second crash or ride. Still no pickup on there. Here is it, ready to go. I know the holes are there and it would look weird, but whatever. That's the best idea I could come up with for now. And yes, you have to have a 1 mega ohm resistor coming out of the piezos, or else you will fuck up your Arduino or whatever. So be sure you always have a 1 mega ohm resistor connected coming out from them. So And I'm not using XLR. I could have went that way, and I started to, but I don't have enough XLR cables. Did I say XLR? I mean guitar cables, or regular tip ring sleeve, or tip ring. I'm sorry, not XLR. It's a microphone cable. I only have a handful of those, or a couple of them, so I decided to use Ethernet cables. Ethernet cables have 4 pairs of twisted wires in it, which each twisted wire is 2, obviously, so 2 times 4 is 8. So that's what I'm doing. I might need 2 of them, but so far, according to my sheet over here, we got orange is a snare rim. This is dual zone, by the way. I have a piezo attached to, you know, like the main shell, and then another piezo on top with a little type of a sponge thing that will that contacts the piezo to the mesh. According to what I read online, people are having trouble finding the right type of sponge, and indeed, it's tricky if you're not going to buy the cone online. So what I did was, I took one of those sanding sponges and I cut it down and fit it in there, and it works perfect. I did it here and I did it here. And I'm going to do it down there too on the tom. So anyway, with that said, according to the wires, orange is the snare rim, brown is the snare mesh, green is the high tom, and blue is the hi-hat. That's what I got wired so far. And let's get to the pedals. Recording check, because my phone likes to stop recording. So, this is the piano sustain pedal I downloaded. I would love to open it up for you, but basically it's just, I think this is what's a canty lever. No, it's just a lever basically inside. And when this part inside goes up like that, it taps a piezo that's attached to the top of this. So it goes tap on the piezo, tap on the piezo. I'm getting double hits when I come down, and that's my fault. I'll fix it, but this is my kick for now. Let's put that bad boy down here. As far as my hi-hat open and closed, download this bad boy. Really cool. Which has, it's very simple. It just has a potentiometer inside. I still have to connect it and figure out how to get this wired up with the Arduino so it knows to, you know, tell the hi-hat that, or tell the Arduino that the hi-hat is open and closed. This is what it's going to be. I'm going to put it down for now. It's not wired, like I said, but put it here for a minute. Okay, let me grab my tissues. And we're going to start connecting this bad boy. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna have a hi-hat, a snare, a tom, and the kick for now. And you're not gonna like how it goes once I connect it. Again, if anybody can maybe help out with the coding with this, I would really appreciate it. And it'll help, you know, future, you know, people who want to do this as well. So here's the Arduino. I'm using a Mega. Word of caution or necessary advice over here. Let's, how can I explain this easy? Whatever, first of all, you have to plug the piezos into the analog into the analog pins, right? Whatever analog pins are open or not used, they all need to be grounded. That's mandatory. Do not forget that, or else you're gonna have some problems. So that's what this is all. That's what's going on over here. All my unused ones for now are going from the unused ones to the grounding rail over here, which the grounding rail connects to the ground over here. Okay, so that's that. And then, you know, like I said, just plug it in to here, and then we're gonna hook it up. So let's do it. So, yellow is, my eyesight is really bad these days, so please bear with me. Whatever I got going on with my body and shit is I don't know, it's like taking away my eyesight. I don't know what's going on. My eyesight's just getting really bad. It shouldn't be. Anyway, so pin 0. is my kick, pin 0. Oh yeah, let me back up again. And I apologize for being disjointed in the way I'm talking. It's just hard to be ADHD and also convey this all in pain. I'm at like a 7 out of 10 right now, maybe a 6.5. So please bear with me. Coming from the piezos, once you have your 1 mega ohm resistor going, positive is going to be your guy. That's going to be the one that goes to your analog pins, and then of course the negative goes to negatives. Self-explanatory or obvious perhaps. All right, so kick is connected, positive connected to the analog 0 like I have set in my Arduino program, and then we're going to go to the negative rail over here. Bam. Okay. So, for all intents and purposes, the kick is hooked up. Now let's get to the rest of them. Ow! Oh God. So, according to my cheat sheet over here, let's see what we got. Orange and white is the snare rim. Actually, I'm sorry, let me back up once again. In here, what I did was I made it so all the positives are coming out of here color-coded, and all the negatives are connected to this one black one over here, so I could just easily, ground it on there. So I'll put the ground on after, but let's do these guys first. So snare rim, which would be the clack, I call it the clack, but it's a side stick, that bad boy. That is, like I said, orange and white, or orange. So orange, you glad that I'm plugging this into analog 1 and specify, holy shit, I can't see. Damn. Oops, 1 or 2. Yeah, that's in 1. All right, cool. So we got the snare rim. Let's get the snare mesh, which is white. I'm sorry, brown. Brown is right here. Brown is not the clown today. So, brown is in. Here we go. Now, green is the high tom, which is going to be next. Let's get that bad boy in there. Green for the high tom. Green is in. Then we got blue, which is a hi-hat, goes into my last open analog, which is analog 4. There we go. Oh, is it in? It's in. It's in. There it is. I think it's negative. Okay, cool. Or the ground, rather. Okay, and then finally, this ground, like I said, we're just going to plug into the negative rail that I have going into the ground over here. So now, it's all there. So far, this bad boy is pulling hard. But yeah, there we go. So far, kick drum or kick pedal is hooked up down here. Snare, oh my god, hi-hat, wires going over there. Yeah, I know, I kind of just, I should tape that, electrical tape that. I'll get to that. Alright, and then like I said, the other guys are connected, so Arduino will go over here for just a second, and then I'm going to connect it to my computer with my long USB cable, which I'm going to have to keep up here. Recording check. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to put this over here for now. I might get in the way right now. Oh. Alrighty. let me reset my interface over here because I'm in Windows now. There we go. All right. All right, cool. So, should I show the Arduino code now? I'll show you the Arduino code after. So we're going to connect the computer to the Arduino. There we go. Now, let me actually just look and see if you guys can see the screen good enough now. Might have to zoom in a little bit, which I will. And go like this. In fact, I'm just going to take this off for now. All right. So, let's see. So Arduino's connected, like I said, and the other three ingredients are going to be loop to MIDI. I wrote serial to MIDI, I'm sorry, but it's called loop to MIDI. It's this guy right here. There we go. Loop to MIDI. Open them up. And you get this. Let me just see the setup real quick. Yeah, nothing crazy in the setup. This has to be open, of course, like I said. And then we have to open up hairless MIDI over here. Now, this is where it gets fun. So the Arduino is hooked up. We have Arduino going into loop MIDI and then going to hairless MIDI. Make sure that your baud rate is the same as what's in your Arduino, or else you're gonna have more problems. It's just gonna be a bad connection. Shit's not gonna work right. I got set at 115.2, which coincides with what I got in my Arduino code. So there it is. Now watch this.